Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Welcome to Sunshine Haze. I am Aja A, and I am back on track. Today I am doing a video for you guys, another tarot video, one of my new moon forecasts, which y'all are used to. I did literally just put out full moon tarot forecast for the full moon in Sagittarius, but we off that now. We are now into the Gemini lunar season. So that means that we are actually coming up on Cancer solar season. So happy birthday to my fellow Cancers. For any of y'all that are not watching, and I'm sorry, for any of y'all that are watching and are not Cancers, my birthday is June 29th. So if you want to, send me a gift, I am always with that now. Actually, no, I see a lot of tarot readers put up their Cash App up here for donations. So, I mean, like, if y'all really do want to donate to a young G on her birthday, please feel free. I will put my Cash App in the description box. Don't play. Okay, yeah, anyways, like I said, this video is for Cancer, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, or Cancer Rising. This is a general reading, so if you feel like what I'm saying in the video is not resonating with you, please do not leave any comments down below talking about I'm a Cancer and you're not talking about anything that has to do with my life. No, nobody cares. I don't care. Sorry, y'all. I'll probably delete it too. But like I said, if it's not resonating with you, another reading may. Go on and check out your moon or rising sign. Got a link down in the description box for y'all below. Check out my new moon in Gemini video. I apologize for the background noise if you guys tend to hear some, and if y'all have been watching my videos, y'all know I will pop out of this room and tell people to be quiet. Yeah, so I'm going to be looking at what's going to be going down for you guys in this Gemini lunar season. If you want some information on what that's about, go on and check out all them links down there. All of those links will take you to wherever you need to go to whatever I'm talking about in this video, okay? I'm going to be looking at this lunar season, so mid-June to mid-July. Typical 5-card spread, as I always do. Going to be looking at, the energy for you Cancer, for us Cancers, during this next month. Lord, I just saw the Lovers card. I was seeing the Lovers card pop out a lot, like in these past few months. And when I say to y'all, I am very much single, I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Like, what is the I don't need to see the Lovers card if ain't no love coming. Nah, but I'm sure a few of y'all that were getting the Lovers card, y'all are very in love or whatever. But anyways, what's the energy gonna be like for you guys during this lunar cycle? What any energies that may be crossing you or crossing that energy that you're trying to tap into during this lunar cycle? Because we are dealing with a Gemini and air moon, the first position that we're gonna be looking at, not the first position, but the third position in the spread, and we're gonna be looking at is what's blowing in for you? What breeze is coming in for you? What needs to be changed? What do you need to adapt to? Or are there any changes coming up for you, Cancer? And then on the other side, we're going to be looking at, because Gemini is creative, all about communication, we're going to be looking at, expressing our truths. What needs to be expressed from within ourselves, okay? And then, as I always do in every reading, give you a little soul message card, just some insight into, any extra information that y'all should take away with you, or, higher self card, spirit message, whatever you want to call it. I don't care, whatever. Whatever y'all want to call it, you call it that, and just take heed to the advice if you see fit, okay? All right, let's finish shuffling. Is in store for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising for this new moon in Gemini. Mid-June to mid-July. What's going to be popping off for us? Please let it be something decent. Let it be something good. It's time. We're about to go into our New Year's. What's good for Cancers? All right, y'all. Let's cut the deck. Again, I am sorry about that noise. I actually hope y'all just can't even hear it, but I've already started this reading, so I'm just not about to stop. Sorry, y'all. All right, what's poppin'? Fuck. And you want to know something? I knew I was going to see this card in this spread because of the way that my life has been set up recently. But we'll talk through that, y'all. That's interesting. That's really interesting. All right. You know what? I'm not really fucking with these cards. I'm not fucking with a single one of these cards. So y'all will see me tapping into my Capricorn rising and resonating with that video for this lunar cycle in Gemini. What's good? Wow. Okay. y'all want to know something? I get so sad when I do Cancer readings and they don't come out with bomb cards. But if you are subscribed to my channel, if you've seen my videos before, y'all know that I keep it extremely real because I believe those are the messages. Wow, and I just looked at this off 5:15, so there's some change coming in. But I keep it real with my all shit cards because I believe communicating the true messages to you is the ways to really bring you some insight and help you out on a spiritual level, okay, y'all? So if you are watching this video and you like, them cards don't look good, I'm not really sure that I want to hear that message, I don't know if I can handle it, go on and click out. I won't be offended because I won't know. Actually, I will know, but I will know because the analytics tell me how long y'all watch my videos. But yeah, let's just get straight to it. Where is my little selenite one? Let's just get straight to it, Cancer. Why are we dealing with this energy? I'm about to read my life for y'all. Nah, we're all kind of dealing with the same thing. So what we've got coming up in the energy during this lunar cycle in Gemini is the 8 of Swords. And it's just interesting that it's a sword card. We got hella sword cards in this reading, so that's interesting. So we really are operating with the Gemini energy this time around, Cancer. They're the sign right before it, so we really are pulling onto their energy. But what it's looking like is we're tapping more so into the negative side of the Gemini energy. So what's going on with that, and how are we about to work through that? And I see some cards here with some messages already that I can already tell you it has to do with our thoughts. It has to do with our negative thoughts as to why we're feeling this energy. But we've got the 8 of Swords coming up in the position of the energy for this Gemini new moon, for this Gemini lunar cycle. And when that card comes up, it is one of my all shit cards because this points to being in a place to where you feel like you just can't make moves, where you feel trapped, where you just feel like, if you look at the imagery on the card, you've got one sword and you're hanging on by a thread to this sword. Okay, you're like, okay, this is the most stable shit in my life right now, so I gotta kind of hang on to that. But if you look at the butterfly, you see this butterfly is no longer in a cocoon. Like, the butterfly is very much developed, ready to spread their wings, but it's just like, it's a lot of shit going on out here that I just, I don't know, G, I don't know. But what I would like to say with this card, I was finna call us Geminis. How offensive. With this card, Cancer, this is saying, because it is the sword suit, these could be external influences, but these could also be your thoughts. So keep in mind, Cancer, that during this next month, mid-June to mid-July, we may be feeling a little stuck, a little trapped, like we can't progress, like we can't make the moves that we want to make. But that, and I've been learning this myself, I've actually been, getting messages that I need to work on this, work on how I'm manifesting things, work on really tapping into the law of attraction, work on, the things that I say I want to do and the things that I say I need to do in my life, actually doing those things and not just leaving them as thoughts. Because when you leave them as thoughts and you don't make moves on them, they turn into, well, this is not happening and this is not happening. And now, because this is not happening, it's taking jabs at you, and you're upset with the fact that you haven't implemented these thoughts into reality, and now they're turned back at you as opposed to you throwing them out, saying, hey, remember us? Remember what you wanted to do? And you're not doing it? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing this? Why are you doing this like this? Why are you doing this like this? They're all kind of posing it like, damn, if I open my wings, I'm finna get cut. But keep in mind, Cancer, a lot of those swords are your own thoughts. Really, y'all? Sorry, y'all. When you are creative and you are around a lot of creatives, they just make a lot of noise. So, my bad. And I don't, you know what? I should have some Kanye playing because this is the Gemini new moon. But I probably lose a lot of followers because a lot of y'all ain't rocking with Kanye right now. But, that's neither here nor there. Kanye is a musical genius to me. He's just going through some shit. And he has been for a while. And I do hope that Kanye is receiving or gets the help that he needs. He's such a talent. So, I would love to see him come out of whatever it is that he's in. And then if he ain't, I would just love to see Kanye flourish because... never mind. You know what? The Kardashians as a whole, that could be a whole, little webcast. Anyways, so let's move on to the next card. what energies are crossing you during this time, Cancer? We've got the Five of Swords. And whenever this card comes up, what it points to for me is being in a position where you're either, one, self-destructing, but more so when I see this card, it points to shit that needs to get cut out, things that need to be stopped, habits that need to be broken, thoughts that need to be pushed out of your head. And because this is another Swords card, we're talking about our intellect, we're talking about our thought process. With this card coming up, Cancer, this is saying staying trapped within yourself, kind of just, not speaking on things, not saying what you need to say, not expressing yourself freely, not doing the things that you actually need to do, is putting you into this space to where you just feel lethargic and where you kind of feel like less than, where you kind of feel hopeless. The Five of Swords coming up here, crossing this card, is saying, hey, you need to cut that shit out. But it coming up in the position that's crossing you is telling me that we're going to have a little bit of difficulty with shifting our perspective, shifting our thought process, shifting our mental. And going on to the other dual meaning of this card, being like that, not being able to cut these things out, kind of hanging on this little sword here, hanging by this thread, although we're very much ready to go out and embark on these journeys that we were talking about, and the lunar cycle in Aries, and going to get started on these things that we really want, that we've really planned on, that we really want to see pop off in our lives, is saying that is actually very self-destructive for you, Cancer. Not making the moves and not doing the work spiritually and mentally, like not centering yourself and bringing yourself into a peace of mind, is actually very self-destructive for you, Cancer. So what I'm gonna say with this card, because it's coming up in the energy of what's crossing us, is, we're very intuitive. We know when shit's not right. We know what is bothering us. We know why it's bothering us, and we typically tend to know how to make it stop bothering us or how to do away with it. But because we're Cancers, we tend to hold on to a lot of shit. We're a very nostalgic sign. We're very protective. Some of us are hoarders. I'm not going to call myself a hoarder, but I do hang on to a lot of things that sometimes do not serve me. But, this is saying, like, staying in that Cancer mentality, staying in that stubbornness, in that, with those pinchers, is really going to cause us to self-destruct. It's not going to help us, move on those thoughts that we had that are now turned towards us and causing us, harming us, as opposed to becoming something successful that we originally intended for it. Or possibly not cutting out the people who are sending these negative thoughts our way, or putting this negativity into our life, is going to be self-destructive for us. It's going to put us into a position to where, we're not going to have our shit together. We're not going to know what to do next. No, we're not going to know how to think. We're going to have a completely hazy vision. We're not going to have no clarity. So this card coming up here, Cancer, if you know, and I know you know, if you know, and you know what needs to be changed. So stop being so stubborn. Stop, being the creature of habit that you are. Stop being that crab and moving to situations from the side and not directly. And go on and start cutting the shit out and changing the things that need to be changed, okay? Whew, I'm kicking game, and I feel like I'm scolding myself. Like, I just read those two cards, and I'm like, damn, Aja, like, yeah, bitch, you know what you need to do. So, let's come to this next card. This is in the position of what's brazen in. We're talking about Gemini. What's changing? What needs to be changed? What is coming about for you? And this actually might be the most positive card in this spread. I typically don't like seeing this card, but I think this is the most positive one here. The Seven of Cups is one of my baby aw shit cards, but in this particular spread, I don't think that's what it is. I think the Seven of Cups, coming in the position of what do we need to adapt to, what do we need to change, or what's being changed, what's being transformed for us, is, when this card comes up, it points to nothing is ever as it seems. Sometimes this points to things are topsy-turvy, upside down, and actually, you know what? I'm going to read the card for both of those descriptions. So with this Eight of Swords and this Five of Swords coming in, you've got the Seven of Cups over here. This could be a message to say, hey, Cancer, whatever is going on because of the situation that you're in right now, and I've been seeing a lot of readings that are saying, like, we're going to have this month of June for us may be a time to where things aren't moving as fast as we want them to. This card coming up in this position coming after that could be saying, like, until things start truly shifting for us, you've kind of got to adapt to the situation that you're in, but also understand that, adapting to this situation doesn't mean that you need to change you. You just need to figure out how to fall into alignment with the situation and how to cope until it's time to make those moves towards whatever it is that we were planning on. This Gemini season, for us Cancer, I think has so much to do with this intellectual, this air energy, because we operate from a place of emotion. We operate with water energy. I think why this is so difficult for us, or maybe a little bit of a difficult time for us Cancer, is because it is really hard for us to detach from our emotions. And I did a couple personal readings for myself for a couple of the summer months and stuff, and I did see that one of the things that I need to do is not necessarily become stoic, become cold. Y'all are not serious. Y'all are not serious right now. It's not saying to become cold or to become stoic, but to say, hey, let's move a little bit out of the water and start thinking with our heads and not so much with our hearts, because there are some things that need to come into play, Cancer. We're about to start our new years. There are some things that need to come into play that we're going to need to operate from a place of mental stability and not from a place of emotion for. So that's one message for the card. Another message that I get for this card coming up in this position, Cancer, okay, coming up in this position, Cancer, is that the things that are going to be going on during this month for you, Cancer, although they may seem very strenuous, make you feel very strained, make you feel like, shit, what the hell is going on? I have a potty mouth, y'all. I cuss like a sailor. I try to keep it at bay through these readings, and my Grammy always tells me that like shit, ass, and damn aren't cuss words, but my vocabulary is way past that. So sorry, y'all. I hope you're not showing this reading to your kids or to like your old grandma that don't say cuss words. This card is saying like things may not be looking so bright completely, or not even to say that they may not be looking bright, but things may seem a little hectic for us this month on a mental level, not necessarily in the physical. Things we just may feel very challenged mentally, challenged with our peace of mind. This is saying all this shit that's going on, like, it's cool. It looks crazy, but it's cool because everything is not as it seems. I say this in all of my videos for the most part. We're working with divine timing. Divine timing, and this Gemini moon is in the sign. This Gemini moon is in the sign of Gemini now. This Gemini moon is in 22 degrees. And we're also operating with the 11 universal year energy. So this is a master number moon, which is all about building. So these cards right here, these mental blockages, what I want to say, Cancer, is this is coming up during this time because we're about to go into our new year, and it's time for us to do away with everything that is no longer serving us. So, that's why these things are happening, and although they may seem kind of crazy, just keep in mind that they're happening for our greater good, okay? All right, next card that I have coming up. We literally got all the black and white cards, and then we got the 7. I'm sorry, this is not the 6 of Cups, y'all. I hope I haven't been saying 6 of Cups. This is the 7 of Cups. I don't want no comments down in my description box or down below about that either. Like, y'all can read too. This is the 7 of Cups. I hope I wasn't saying 6 of Cups, but I feel like I might have been. Okay. We've got the 7. Oh, we've got 2 7 cards here. That's a divine number too. 7 of Swords coming up in the position of self-expression, what needs to be expressed. So what I get for this card is, Cancer, there is whatever situation you're in right now, whatever's been, making you feel stuck, making you feel trapped, that you feel like you can't cut yourself out of it quite yet. You're in a position to where you don't feel like you can be yourself, or you're in a position to where, there's something going on, or you're holding on to some imperative information, and you're quietly waiting. You're just waiting. But this card also says, like, whatever you're trying to hide, Cancer, like, especially because we're talking about operating in our truths and living our best lives during this Gemini season, this Gemini lunar season, whatever it is that you're trying to hide, or whatever it is that you're trying to just keep at bay, whatever thoughts that you're not trying to articulate, if you're trying to keep something to yourself or keep secrets from somebody, this is saying that coming up in the position of the self-expression, what needs to be expressed, is that it's actually not good for you to not talk about these things. It's actually causing you more harm than good, and you need to just operate from a place to where you are just being yourself, to where you let everybody know, look, this is what it is, this is who I am, this is how I am, this is why I am the way that I am, and if you don't like it, you could suck it. Like, for real, that's really what this card coming up is saying. Like, yeah, Cancer, you're not showing your true self, you're not walking in your truth, you're kind of just keeping your truest expression to yourself because you, like I said, you don't feel comfortable, or you feel like people won't accept you, or you feel like, you know, whatever it is that you have going on, like it may possibly shift the situation in a negative way. But this coming up in this position is just saying, like, no, Cancer, whatever that is that you're holding on to or holding in, like, you need to let it out. Like they tell us to communicate. You just let it out, and, you know, just keep it, always hope for the best, expect the worst, but just know that holding this in, not being your true self, not fully expressing yourself, is actually is also a huge, contributes a great deal to this 8 of Swords energy, this feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling like you can't make moves. Now, Cancer, the last card that I have coming up in our reading is the Devil. That's the, like, ultimate aw shit card. But that's okay because it's coming up in the soul message position. So the Devil card, when it pops up, especially in readings like this where we're dealing a lot with our intellect, with our perspective, with our thought process, with our peace of mind, this Devil card popping up is saying, like, Cancer, yeah, stress and anxiety and, you know, shit is caused from external influences. But in the same sense, it's also caused from our thoughts, okay? And this 5 of Swords coming up above the Devil card is saying, like, you know, Cancer, especially if, you know, this is resonating with you, especially if you've been in a situation to where you feel that 8 of Swords energy, where you feel trapped, where you feel like you can't make moves, where you feel like nothing that you're doing is working, or everything that you're doing is not working. Yeah, you're definitely going to be in a headspace to where you're feeling a little negative, where your thoughts are a little on the side of, you know, well, this is shitty, like, you know, this didn't work out, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, why is this happening to me, why is life like this? And that's been a theme that's been coming up for me a lot. I'm very transparent, y'all. Like, that has been a theme that's been coming up for me a lot. I've been questioning, like, why are things the way that they are? Why can't I seem to get a grip on the shit that I want to get a grip on? And then in turn, I start thinking just negatively about my situation, instead of looking, and I said this in one of my videos, like, I try to combat all of my negative thoughts with 2 positives. I haven't been doing that. So, you know, just looking at things like, you know, damn, this didn't work out, and this didn't work out because X, Y, and Z. You devoting too much time to that negative energy, that Devil energy, is what puts you in this place. So this coming up in the soul message is saying, Cancer, like, you've got to be very mindful of the things that you're thinking and the things that you're saying, speaking things into existence, willing things into existence. That's very real. And that negative energy is what is another part of what is contributing to this 8 of Swords feeling, 8 of Swords energy that, you know, we may be harnessing during this month. So, you know, the new moon is today, y'all. Y'all can watch this video, and when you feel those things start to come up, like I said, combat all of your negatives with 2 positives if you can. Try to stay out of this Devil energy. Try to stay out of that negative energy. Try to stay out of that woe is me, which we are known for, Cancer. We are known for playing the victim. I'm not even going to lie. I do it a lot myself. Try to tap out of that. Try to tap more into a positive energy and just understand that everything that's going on, 1, is a little bit by your hand, but that can be shifted. But 2 is going on for a reason, and that's because all of these thoughts need to be, you know, rounded up and sorted out to bring you out of that Devil energy, to bring you to a point to where you understand what is actually going on and why it's actually going on. Okay, Cancer? Y'all, listen, the new moon in Cancer forecast will be way better. But I do hope that this video provides some insight. If, you know, you were really feeling what I was saying and you want a little bit more of a personal reading, definitely go on and hit me up. You could hit me up via email. I'm on Instantgo. I don't use it. I don't know what to do Instantgo. And you can also book a reading through my Etsy shop, which is what I prefer. Yeah, I hope, you know, these cards, although they weren't the best, I hope they brought you guys some insight into how to kind of cope and maneuver through this lunar cycle mid-June to mid-July. If you like the video, go on and hit the little thumbs up button for me down below. If you know any Cancers that you feel like may need to watch this, definitely share the video. I appreciate it. If you made it all the way through the video, I'm assuming you rocking with my tarot forecast. So go on and hit subscribe if you haven't already done so, so you can keep up with when I put out new videos. Anything else, y'all? Yeah, check out the new moon in Gemini like astrology video, not the tarot forecast. Just check out that video for some more information. I do believe what I was saying in that video, I was talking a lot about coming from a place of truth and truly expressing yourself in order to tap into this positive energy. So I think that actually may be something that y'all should really, really watch, Cancer. Okay, y'all. Look, just keep in mind that this is only for the next month. Like I said, our lunar season is going to be popping. I ain't pulled no cards yet, but I don't care. Ain't no way in hell I'm finna come into another lunar season with a spread like this. So yes, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all next time.